Okay guys, so I just got this in. I guess this is really the end of my Merry Christmas haul. That's not even true. I think there's still a couple other items that are still on their way. But this is the Crafter's Companion, like Holly and Ivy or something kit. At least it should be. This was a lot smaller, actually, the box than I thought it would be. Especially because the other one was called Jingle, like mini Jingle Bell, bundle, and it was huge, so it had everything in there. But I do want to say this did come from HSN, I believe, and they packaged it the way they should, where the receipt is like in the inside. Recently I've been receiving items, and I think they came from the Crafts Companion warehouse with all the information on the outside, what you paid, everything. I'm like, it's kind of weird. So I know this is still available. It has some kind of birthday price that now they're like, it's ending in, whatever, because we're at the end of July. So it is going to be ending the special pricing very soon here. I'll go ahead and link it in the description box, possibly in that little, within the video here, it might say shop products or something. And then at the bottom there might be, so this is shop. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Oh, sorry. So thank you for using those if you would like to. It all helps out, guys, so I really appreciate it. So let me bring this out. I just wanted to show you how it was packaged and how it was packaged correctly. And yeah, the receipt's in here, and I can put that over here. So since this is the only thing I have, I might make like a quick card if there's a possibility of making a quick card with this kit, so it's not just an unboxing. I feel crafty this morning. I already started my Spellbinders videos for the new month for the August Club kit, so I've been doing quite a bit of crafting this morning, but I'm all for it. So, Holly and Ivy collection. This one has a metal die and acrylic stamp, so you can see that's really cute. I would like this because I know we have a lot of on the edge dies. I don't really know how to use them like this. A lot of times, I don't know. It just doesn't work out for me the way I think it should. This is a cute idea. So I like this because you're doing the stamping and then you have just like an edge and it's nice and full and colored in. I guess that's what I'm trying to say about this one. It's like unless you paper piece or put a piece of acetate, you're not going to get the same edge. It's going to cut everything out. I just find that harder to work with. So I like this very much. We have the Christmas message. So again, a nice big stamp like in the other set. You saw they had a nice big stamp. At Christmas, may your life be filled with love, joy, and peace is what it says. I love the background they created for that tag. Very cute. On the edge die, right? So Jolly Holly Edge. And we saw that one a couple times already. Yeah, 2.8 by 5.6. So it's like just over 5.5 inches long, so like A2 size. Holly and Ivy collection sentiments. That is very cute. So it has a stamp. These are acrylic stamps. Yeah, it says it right there. Metal dies and acrylic stamps. Christmas wishes, happy holidays, and season's greetings. And then it has all these cute things. Oh my gosh. You know, I just got that Santa shaker kit, and I had said it was sold out. It actually came back in stock, I guess. So I did link it in my last haul video. But they have stuff like this so you can make your own little shakers. So that's really cute. I love this. So you can pair up this kind of label. Look at this one, really cute with little holly on the edge, and you can even have holly other pieces to help you fill that out. That's really cute. This is really well done. Okay, we saw those. Metal die and acrylic stamp, so just a big stamp of holly, and you can color in, and then you have a die with it if you would like to cut that out. A lot of nice ideas. I do love, I guess that's the one thing I have noticed even the last one. They were doing packaging where it had like not even an example of like what you can make with it, and I really like that this has inspo. It's just something to look at and get your creative juices flowing, Scroll with holly. I think I have like 45 of these kinds of things, but this is very cute. So you have the scroll stamp and then the die and then the words like the holly and the ivy, and then these cute little hollies that you can then also cut out, which is really cool. I like that there's dies for those. A nice embossing folder. This looks like a square one. Yeah, it's a 5.5 inch square embossing folder. So what they did here, it looks like they either colored it in somehow or inked it in, but painted in, I don't know. 3D embossing folder. It's lovely. Ooh, a 2D embossing folder. I was gonna say this one feels big too, but this is a 6-inch one, and so this is just your standard embossing folder, but it has the Christmas music. That's really cute. Yeah, something like this, but old school, like from a long time ago. Remember Doris, that brand? They made a lot of folders. Anyhow, I feel like I have something like this, but this is really, really pretty. I love the idea of what they did there. Oh, and there's that stamp and die set from earlier. Cute. A little twine, red and green twine here, and then the papers. So yeah, I mean, there's quite a bit in here. We went through it kind of quickly, but so far I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Somebody else had said that there's stickers were very sticky that last time in that last video I showed you guys. This stuff was like really gooey, so I'm going to try to snip it instead of taking it off. It's really, really gooey. Okay, there we go. And then the side pieces, what I do whenever I do that is I will pick this up, and these bits on the side, I just kind of flatten them out. No goo, no mess, at least not in my hands. Ooh, I see this little cardinal peeking out right here. It's gorgeous. Okay, you know, I didn't talk about the weight of the paper either last time. 180 GSM, so almost half as much as like a really nice 350 GSM. I would say this is, feels like even less than 80 pound, 85 pound. Not bad. It's not layering weight like paper, like thin, but not super thick, right? You're not making card bases from this. Really pretty. I mean, look at the colorway on this with the berries. It's kind of more like a sagey kind of blue on the back here. Let me bring this a little closer. Okay. Really pretty muted background with like the music and all that. Poinsettias. And then we have our beautiful poinsettia, very classic paper here. This is what I like. This is way closer to what I expect. Again, that beautiful mottled background, kind of like what they did here, but this one has more like holly and things in there. Some swirls. And look at those. Oh, that's so pretty. Somebody had mentioned that they were watching like Crafts Companions show like they do, and that they mentioned something about the paper being cut in a way that if you cut it into 6-inch squares, each piece is like usable, like each quadrant, you know. So that's interesting because I don't really make 6-inch cards, but you know, maybe you want to make yourself a little mini album. That'd be really cute. Okay, so again, mottled paper, a little bit different in the modeling than like this one, and then your berries and those beautiful flowers, those like snowdrops. I don't know, they're just really pretty, like almost like paper whites. No, not really, because that would be more like a daffodil look, but anyway, really pretty little flowers. Over here, this one has like a greenish tone. It might be hard to see on camera because I can see it in real life. Like where this is much more brown, this has more of a green tone. Hopefully you can kind of see that. Really pretty. I like the mottled look on the back of these papers. So you have your berries, your pine cones. Again, if you were to cut it like this, it would be really nice still. Gorgeous paper. Nice and dark green with that modeling, and then this beautiful holly. Just gorgeous. Again, I don't know the name of this flower here, but they're very pretty. It's like some really pretty, like primrose type flowers? I don't know. I'm just throwing words out there, guys, at this point. Oh wait, is that mistletoe? No. I don't know. You guys will let me know. The little white berries are throwing me off there on that one, but it's very cute. Beautiful design here. Also, I like the way they're including like the red with that pop of like that blue. It's really pretty. It looks really blue on camera. In real life, it's a little more muted. That's different. It looks similar to me, and I was like, wait, no, this is a different one. Again, that bluish kind of sagey colors in there too. It's really pretty. There you go. And then pine cones and fir in there. In the background, a little ivy here and there. This one again, it's that darker. It does have some red pops in there, where the other ones kind of stuck to the color that they were using. Again, if you're going to cut this up, that makes sense. Really pretty poinsettia paper. And then this is really pretty again with that creamy color, but it has the ivy in there, so it has different pops of color. Oh, look at this one. Like if you had a whole scrapbook page and just focused on a pretty picture right here in the center with like pretty die cuts and everything, I think it'd be really pretty. Can I say pretty one more time? Like pretty and so pretty. Okay, cardinals, they're gorgeous. That same awesome paper we just looked at on the back side, and then this one is the last sheet. Yeah, these are really pretty. I mean, you know, if you really look at it, you can see it's more Christmassy, but if not, I mean, I would see this kind of every day. The background, excuse me, the designs they went with on the back of the papers are really, really nice. And then this gorgeous one that's just all Christmassy and pretty, and I love the pops of blue with what they did here. It's really nice. Okay. Let me grab a card base, because there are no card bases in here, which is actually kind of interesting, and then we'll go from there. I'll be right back. Okay, you know, I kind of like the look of making a tag like this and having some fun with it, and then also using, you know, it looks like they used a little holly and berry from like this set. This set is really fun, and stuff like that. So let's make our own card base. I'm trying to think if I want to do 5x7 or just an A2. How big is this stamp? 3.5 by 4.5. Let's look at it. Because I want a lot of the paper to show in the background. Oh, that is a big stamp. Okay, so anyway, when I looked at this, it looked more photopolymer to me, so I opened it up and I was giving it a little whiff, and I'm like, I thought this was an acrylic stamp, and this one in particular is a photopolymer stamp. You can tell just by the way it looks, the way it's like machined, and then of course the scent of it. Acrylic stamps just look totally different, but these are all acrylic. This one, this one, this one, that's what it says. I didn't realize this one said photopolymer, so, but it is a big stamp. So, alright, we'll make a 5x7 card. That's not what I was going to go for, but that's okay. So I'm going to cut this paper down to 10, I'm sorry, to 10 in this direction by 7, and I'm going to score it at 5 inches, okay? So I'll be right back. 10 by 7, I'm going to score it at 5 inches. And then we'll get some pretty paper from the paper pack to cut down. So again, if you're cutting it in 6-inch quadrants, it still is like a really nice pattern on all of it. I hardly ever do that, so 5x7 is going to cut into a little bit of that, but that's okay. Like, what are you going to do? That's the size I want. I got a little schmutz on here for my bone folder. Okay. There we go. And we're going to make our own little tag that looks something like that. So just some pretty paper. Oh my gosh. This is unexpected and very pretty, right? Should I go with that? I was going to go with like reds. I mean, that's... You know what? The other ones are super classic. Let's go with something different. We'll try this. Let's try it. And that means I want to cut this. I think I want this part of it. So 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. On this bottom corner. So by 6 7/8. Let me put some of this stuff away, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so let's just glue this down. You know, in some of the images there they had it kind of distressed. If you want to go around the edges, maybe do some inking or with your scissors and make it look really cool and like super distressed. I'm going to put this right here. And then I'm going to grab a piece of paper. Now again, the stamp says that it is 3.5 by 4.5. Let's see what that actually means. Hold on. So it's gonna make a really big tag, but or even matte layer, but the tag looks cute. Yeah, so 4.5 here, and so 3.5 in this direction. 4 by 5 maybe, a piece of paper. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna use a cream color that I use for my card base. I'm just going to trim it down for now, and then we'll kind of play with it. Obviously, we're going to make it into a tag shape, I hope. So, 4.5, I said 5 by 4 is up, right? What is going on? Oh, this thing's not set in right. I'm like, this is not letting me pass this area here. Okay. That might be too tight, but that's what I want, because I don't want it to be too big. So, 5 by 4, and then we need to trim it down, and we'll do that. Right now, I'm going to bring out something like this. We're just going to mess around, make like a background. See, I'm always cleaning up my stuff after I use it. So you can imagine that's going to be stamped like maybe down towards here, and then we'll make like a tag shape. I don't know. But again, I didn't want the tag to take up too much, to be too big. I don't know. It could probably be taller also if you're thinking about tag shapes. But maybe I'll bring it in here. Maybe I'll trim off a little bit on the edge. I don't know. Okay, it's kind of an odd shape, is all I'm trying to say. But that's okay. Let me see. Okay, inks. I'll be right back. Can I get some color on this? And we're just going to start building up kind of some fun backgrounds. So I'm just using this the first time. I'm using this big Spellbinders poofy thing. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna try to get some color on it though. Just kind of messing with this a little bit. Just a little something, okay guys? Something like that. Not too much. Actually I can leave that open. And then I grabbed, excuse me, my voice is already trying to leave me. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna grab this guy and do a little stamping. How cute is that? That's a really nice size scroll. Look at that. I mean, cute, right? Okay, and I'm just gonna grab these guys. I'll take like this one for now. Now our paper does have like sage colors and all these other fun kind of colors. I kind of want this to fade into the background, so I'm going to do like a second gen stamping. Just stamp it off somewhere else before I kind of bring it in. See how it looks really faint? There you go. Because I don't want it to compete with the stamp that we're going to use on here. What I'm trying to say is this color way, I mean, it has like the red. I'm not sure what I want to accent with. Sort of that. Maybe I'll switch this guy out for another one. My goodness. So I have like every color LDR's Creative has of their inks that I picked up, oh my gosh, a while back. I just haven't had a place, I don't have a place to put them, like to display them so I can use them. I have a ton of like close to my heart ones still looking at me over here that I could use. I would really want something that's like a really deep kind of red instead of this bright red, but that's what I have in front of me, so I'll use it. Oh, we have a little ivy. Oh, that's cute. Okay, maybe we'll do that too. But we'll get this one with red, and again, I'm just kind of just being really organic with it. Like, just if it stamps, great. Second gen stamping, because I don't want too much. And that one's a little bit brighter. That's fine. Maybe a little bit more over here. Okay. And then I do have, like I said, this little ivy. That's kind of cute because there's ivy in there. Maybe we do that in a green color, huh? I wasn't sure. I was like, should I bring in blue? But it's not the exact blue I would want, so let's just use some green. And I'll use this meadow. That one's so cute, you guys. Look how cute this little image is. I don't know if you can see it. It's really sweet. I'm just going to go for on that one. But again, stamping it off first really kind of... And you see I'm kind of on this outskirts because I don't want a lot in where I'm putting the sentiment. And I'm just kind of turning it and having fun with that. Here and there. Okay? Something like that. That's cute. Okay. Splatters. We need splatters, right? I do have the Spellbinders like white splatter, but I'm thinking brown or black would be fun. Black would be very stark, but I think I might like that. So let me see. I'll be right back. I got a little bit too close there possibly for that one. Okay. I'm just gonna take my watercolors. Just get a lot of water going on that. Get some of this black going. And just give it a little bit of a something. I don't want too much because again I'm going to stamp. So just a little something like that. That's probably good. I don't care for the way this one came out so watery over here, so I'm just going to be very careful and pick that up. Okay. That looks good. I'm going to hit it with the heat tool. These ones that have a lot of water are going to leave like a little black kind of stain more than anything. And that'll look really cool. So again, I'm just going to clean that off. That's all I'm doing. Just a little something. I'll be right back. Okay, when I say I'm going to hit it with the heat tool, I mean like my heat gun here, and I just dry it. I'm going to go ahead and put this on a stamp platform. And I'm going to use VersaFine ink. Now, VersaFine takes forever to dry, which I think on the packaging it says fast drying. I don't know what they're talking about. A lot of times you want to heat set it with embossing powder. If you're going to do that, go ahead and use your embossing buddy. so that your embossing powder doesn't stick on absolutely everything. So let's see. So very cool. I like that this is a photopolymer. That's a nice surprise. I'm gonna try to put this down lower and over this way more so that I can maybe cut this tag a little bit thinner just to get a better tag shape, you know what I'm saying? I like it a little bit thinner. Generally I make my tags, I wouldn't say twice as long as they are thick, but you know, you want to add a good length over here as far as the width, because otherwise it's just kind of like, I don't know, it just looks better, but that's just my opinion. Okay, so pop that on there. And I'm putting it down towards the bottom because we're going to have to cut some of this away to make a tag shape, so I just want to make sure I have space for that. And my number one, I love VersaFine Clair for sentiments especially, but it's so nice. I mean, look at how thick that is. It just, when you pop it on there, it's just like, I don't know if it is oily, but I call it oily. Again, if you don't get a nice crisp stamping, with a photopolymer, they usually have a sticky dispersion layer. Now this one isn't that sticky, which is interesting. A little bit, but generally they're super sticky, so, you know, everyone has their formulations for their stamps, but that was kind of interesting. I'm just using my hand for whatever reason. That looks good to me, right? Okay, maybe the A on at here could be a little crisper, but I think I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for just a little bit because again, I don't really want to smear that. And then we'll start manipulating it to get it into more of a tag shape. I'll be right back. So I brought this back and I really love the way that looks. Again, I mean, that can just be a matte layer, you know, it's fine. But I wanted to make it into like a little tag. So we're gonna take this and cut some of this edge off. I'm looking at the A, you know, it has like 1/8 of an inch there, and then where this CE would cut. Maybe a little more this way. Ooh, actually, how about the letters up here at the top? We don't want to cut any of this off. Not too bad. A little bit closer than over here, but that's not too bad, actually. I think it's fine. Okay. And then to make it more of a tag shape, right? So, I have tag makers, tag punches, but like the widest they're going to cut is like 2.5 inches. So what I do is if I'm going to do it myself, I'll just kind of eyeball where I want that to end up being, like that. And then I'll take this piece that came from here and I'll turn it, put it over here, and at least that gives you a better idea of the angle. I mean, you can just eyeball it, but at least this gets you a lot closer to what you did the first time so that it looks pretty even, right? That's close enough. I still feel like, I don't know. Okay, do you actually want to pop a hole in it? Let's go ahead and do that. Sorry, I was just coming over to grab this guy, and I'll make a smaller hole. And I'm just eyeballing that, what center is, but I mean, you can definitely measure it and check all that. There we go. And then we're going to pop this on here. Oh, with a cute little holly, hopefully. Let me see if that works. So see how they did it? There's, again, the tag is longer. Like I said, maybe I should have made this longer. They have these cute items in there, but it might cover up my lettering, but maybe it won't. So we're going to cut some of these guys. Excuse me, every time I pause, literally because I can tell I'm not going to be able to speak anymore. So my throat's just like... Okay. Aw, cute. Again, they're just created differently. To be honest, you could have fooled me with this one if it was photopolymer or not. It has a different look and it actually feels like photopolymer, but very weird. I don't know. If it is photopolymer, they would have said that. They would definitely let you know because it's a better quality, right? But anyway, so we have that. And then this guy, I mean, they're a really nice size, guys. Look how cute the little ivy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I said I was going to do some holly. So just a couple of bits. I don't know. Look at it. It even has a separate, like, middle, like, just, this is really cool. I think this is really fun. It's a really nice little set. Okay, so we have that guy. And maybe this guy is a little bit smaller. Just maybe a couple. I don't know. They do have berries. I mean, even the berries have background and then like a fancier berry like to go on top, you know? Or like this little collection. I'll just do this one. We may or may not use them. So let me just run this through some paper. It looks like they ran it through some of their own, like the decorative papers that they have. Actually, I don't mind using this piece because I don't know what I would use this piece for anyway. So maybe I'll run these through, that way they completely match. And then I'll just run this through some kind of like, ooh, how about some pearlescent paper? I have like white pearlescent paper. I'll do that. I'll be right back. I'm like thinking about this set. Like I want to keep this somewhere where I can use it more often. I love it. I love the labels for it. So there's those guys in like a white. And then we have these guys. I mean, how cute is that? Again, once you cut this out, you know, they're going to be facing the other way. But you can imagine that these guys can fill that in. There is a background piece also for the berries, which I kind of overlooked. So I'm going to run this through some gold paper. I was thinking silver to make like the bluish kind of thing, but I'll just run it through some gold. Okay, so I'll be right back. Gold, but you know what? How about metallic blue? That's cute. Also, the leaves also have background dyes, right, to fill them in. They're not just the skeleton leaves, which I really love, that you have that background dye, because I think that is so important. It used to drive me nuts. Long ago, people would just really get into making skeleton ones, and it's like, what are you supposed to do with this? I guess paper piece back in, or I don't know. It just was more difficult, you know, but you do have background leaves for at least a couple of them. Okay, so I'm going to glue these guys together. The blue is very, very blue, but I think it'll be fine. So I'm just going to glue those two together, and I'll be right back. I'm really excited about this collection. That's been a while. I mean, how cute. I love that. I love the way they paired up with like craft card, just the stamping, and then you cut it out with your die. Tons of the little greenery, you know, and then just some pretty paper in the background. It's just a paper, they just cut it down, didn't do anything to it. And matte layered it, you know, how Crafters Paint does, like 10 times. No, I'm just kidding. They have 1, 2, 3 matte layers and the card base. Really cute. Yeah, okay. I barely stuck those down, so I need to make sure those are going to be stuck down. Now, these guys, I want to kind of mess with them in a way that doesn't really block the words, although you can imagine that says Christmas, like even if that was really in the way. Cute. And then some kind of twine and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and stick this down first, although we could stick down the ribbon first. You know, we have twines in the set. It looks like they're using some bigger ribbons on theirs. All I did was squeeze a ton of glue back there, guys. I'm going to leave that alone for a minute. Let's see what the twine was like in this. Oh, they do have like green. That'd be nice. And then they paired it with a black ribbon. So let me see if I have anything like that in my stash. 100% I have black ribbon, I'm sure. I have a drawer behind me, but in the garage I have 2 tubs full of ribbon, which I probably need to go through and destash, to be honest. I used to make a lot of hair bows and different things. And Miranda started, she didn't like wearing anything in her hair when she was little. She's so cute. Did not like it, even when she was a baby. And then, you know, you just kind of leave it alone. And she started wearing them all the time, and even her reading buddy would say, you know, oh, you're so cute. You always wear a ribbon or a bow in your hair. She would say that was her thing about Miranda, which I thought was cute. And she did. Every day she had a different bow for what she's wearing, you know. And now she's over that, because she's 10, you guys. I mean, you know, it happens. I'm going to try to tie these together, and I don't know if that's like the worst idea. So it possibly is. And I made the smallest hole, too. I didn't use the larger hole for that. I'm just going to cut that. I honestly don't know if this is enough. It's probably a foot of ribbon or so. I also want to singe the ends. Oh my gosh, this weekend we went to do a little shopping, back to school shopping, and I picked out some cute little hair bows for Miranda, but these are like trendy in a way that I picked them up at Zoomies. They're like for teenage girls, you know, and they're like cool. And none of them were singed at the end, so the bows looked like not great. So when I got home, and they had tons of ends. One of them had like, well, they both had like 8 ends plus the big bow end, and the other one. And I went through and singed them all. Like, how did they get out of the factory like that? But I guess. Okay, I'm going to pop a bigger hole in that. There's no way I'm going to get this through there. I mean, I guess I could, but I have to really think about it. Okay, so let's get this on there. Alright. Again, I'm just going to try to tie them together. And maybe you want a little more of this green, you know. Maybe 1 piece isn't enough. How about we do 2? Just so it's a little more obvious. Okay, I'm going to sandwich them together like a little burrito. Sandwich them like a burrito. Okay. There we go. Am I hungry? Maybe I'm hungry. I don't know. Pull that through to about mid-length. I mean, that looks cute just like with a knot. I think that would look really cute too, but we're gonna go for a bow. So let's just keep it all together as well as I can. Is that hard for you to decide? I love the way it looks all loose and pretty. Honestly, I mean, I love that. That looks really nice. Just with a ton of ribbon. Looks very opulent. But I might have to pull that tighter because it's our first knot. But I feel like just leaving it loose like that looks so nice. But we're going to have to pull it a little bit tighter. And, ooh, maybe I need to make the bow more like this direction because we have the holly there. I don't know. Let's put these little strings towards the outside. Oh my goodness, come around. Okay, I would say that was about a foot of ribbon, guys. That looks really cute. I might have to manipulate that a little bit more. Okay, that looks good. This one is looking funky. Okay. Hey, that's the end of it. I'm like, what is happening? I like that a lot. I like that with the... Again, you want to pull it tight, you want to leave it kind of looser. I really love the way this part came out, but I really need to bring it back in a little bit, which drives me nuts. Because when one's settled in and I like it, I'm like, I don't want to manipulate it, but I can tell that that one needed to be worked on. And then this guy needs to come in, and I need to trim it down probably. Okay. Kind of want to see what's going on here. Again. Yeah, that's fine. This stuck down? Not quite yet, right? Okay, good, perfect. I want that one a little bit further out. I put a big glob of glue and it just hasn't dried yet, so that's why I'm able to manipulate it still. Okay, I'm gonna cut this. Actually, I'm gonna cut both of them. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do this and not like set the whole card on fire. So since I can, I'm just gonna do that. Singe it. I am in love with these. I showed it to my husband when he got home. I was like, oh, look what I got at Daiso. He's like, oh, no wonder they're, because the lady was saying that they're always sold out. Took them like a year to get them back in. These things are torches. Okay. Glue down here, dimensional here. So I'm going to put some dimensionals in the back of that. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead and take this. Oh, glue. Actually, I guess you don't have to, but it's just more secure if you go ahead and glue that down at the base. That's really cute. I mean, it is covering up a lot of that pretty paper on the back, but you can still see like the little white berries, and I'm kind of echoing them up here. You guys, how fun. Again, a little inspo from what we saw there. I love that they are actually doing that again. It used to always be that way, and then they started just showing like the die shape or whatever. Which doesn't really do much for us, guys. We can see the die shape, so there it is. So just the card, had some fun making up this background, you know, that beautiful big sentiment on there, and a nice size card. You got your 5x7, and I think that is lovely. All right, guys, well, thanks for watching. I will have images coming up. I'll have links in the description box, again, possibly in here, embedded in the video, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.